What's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I'm Elena. Hello. And today I'm going to be reviewing books that I've read so far this year so that you guys can have some good recs. The first book I read this year was Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I recommend it very much, although you do have to read Powerless first because it is a series. And then Powerful is the novella. But you don't have to read it, but I do recommend reading it. It's a great book. It's in Adina's perspective. So then the words on here are kind of like up here. It says traitor, tormented, designed for, I can't talk, destined for each other, period at the end. Actually, there's periods after all of those words. Minus the destined. You know what? You get it. It's a very great book. I gave it, I think, 4.5 stars, I think. I don't really remember since I did read this beginning of January, 7 months ago. But yeah, I think it was a great book. Personally, such a good book. I do know there's stuff about plagiarism, how Lauren Roberts, like, copied things from the Red Queen series by Victoria Avehart or something. I don't know her name. All I know is I think it's Victoria, um, and maybe Avehart. So, yeah, if you're not really, I still think it's a good book, but you should read the Red Queen series afterwards. I'm probably gonna do that, but I haven't yet because it's not. It's in my school, and I don't have money to buy it. So, um, when I go back to school, it's summer break right now. When I go back to school in about 2 months ish, I'll read it probably, depending on what I'm currently reading at the time, if it's a series or not. So, the next book I read was Fearless by Lauren Roberts, the biggest book in the series. Um, Such a good book. This was my second favorite book. Powerless was my first, I think. I'm not like 100% sure. But yeah, Powerless was my first, and then I liked Reckless a lot though. This is so hard to decide. Alright, but off topic. Um, the words up here is betrothed, betrayed, destined for each other, question mark. Not saying anything. But yeah. By the way, I'm Team Kai. Just saying. I was always Team Kai, never Team Kit. Just saying. So, love this book. Highly recommend it. I give this one 5 stars, I believe. Such a good book. I also read this beginning-ish of January. I think first or second week. I'm not 100, or second-ish week, maybe third. I'm not 100% sure when I finished Reckless, but yeah. Um, that was the second book I read this year. The next book I read was Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Highly recommend this one. I did cry though. It was sad. If you check out my TikTok, it's elena.marie013. I made a TikTok about it a few months ago about like how you were only seven, like using the sound. You know that one song that's like you were only 17. I cannot sing, but yeah, that's the sound I used, and it was so sad because she was only 17, I believe. It's like a friends to lovers kind of thing. Um, so like it was so good. It was such a good book. Um, Highly recommend this one. I gave it, I think, 4 stars, maybe 4.5, maybe 5. I'm not 100% sure. Once again, I read this in like January or February, which was 6 to 7 months ago. No pun intended, please. This was a 2025 thing, guys. Stop. Some 5-year-old comments. 6, 7. The next book that I had read was Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Great book. Loved it. I wasn't like into it, but I was into it enough to love it. You know what I mean? It was such a good book though. And yeah, it was just great. I think I gave this one 4 stars, maybe 4.5. I'm not 100% sure. Once again, I read this either February, I think February, around that time. So yeah, great book. It's a nice strangers to lovers romance. Technically enemies, but they weren't enemies enemies. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. Next book I read was Light Lark by Alex Astor. I loved this book. I was like, it was a great book actually. Um, mm, I'm so in love with it. First book of the series, by the way. But but there's a fifth book coming out this November, I believe, and I wasn't aware of that when I finished the series. So I was like kind of mad that it didn't end. So if you don't want to like wait a few more months for the last book to come out, then you should probably not read this series. But I loved Light Lark. I gave it, I think, 4 stars. Great book. Great book. The next book is Nightbane, second book in the series, by Alex Astor. Love this one. I think I gave it 4.3 stars. It was a great book actually. Um, yeah, it's a nice read. I recommend it. It's like this series is romantasy, I believe. Um, yeah, but once again, if you don't want to wait another like a few more months for the last book to come out, you should not read it. But great book, great book. Um, yeah. Uh, the words on the back say, "You were once the bane of my existence, dot dot dot, and now you are the center of it." That's actually a great quote, I feel like, for. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. What if you do that during like wedding vows? Like imagine it's like your partner's favorite book and you quote that for your wedding vow. That would be so romantic, I swear. That would actually be really cute. The next book I read was Skyshade, the third book of the Light Lark series by Alex Astor. I do not have a physical copy of that. I borrowed it from my teacher since it was like not at the library at the time. Um, and I was really wanted to read it. So yeah, it was a great book. I think I gave that one somewhere. It's like I think I gave that one 4 stars. I'm not 100% sure though. I read it March, I believe, or yes, March. I read it March. Um, yeah, great book. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Um, it's also this entire series is a love triangle. But so if you're not into that, do not read it. It's about a love triangle. That's the main thing. So do not read it if you're not into love triangles. So the next book I read was Crown Tide by Alex Astor, the fourth book in the series. And I thought that was the last book in the series, but no. It was a great book though. I think I gave that one 4.8 stars or somewhere around there. If you see me looking like over here as if I'm like not looking at anything, I'm looking at myself in the camera. Um, so yeah, but it was such a great book. Um, Highly recommend that. But once again, if you're not into love triangles, don't read the series. It's not, once again, it's not the last book in the series though. Don't make the same mistake I did. The next book I read this year was Places We've Never Been. I do not know who it's by. I think Casey West. Let me go see. Yeah, I'm actually right. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I remember that. Okay. But it's a great um book. It's good. Friends to Enemies to Lovers. Love that book though. I would like You should read that book. You should read that book. It was such a great read. I swear. I gave it, I think, 4.5 stars. Um, Not 100% sure though, because I did read it in March, I believe. The next book I read was Love and Luck by, I have no idea who it's by. Let me check. Jenna Evans Welch. Um, I read Love and Olives last year. Great read. Great book. Great books actually. I gave that one Love and Luck. Um, how many stars? I think I gave it 4.5. I give a lot of books 5 stars. Or not 5, 4, ugh, not 5, 4.5 stars. But yeah, it was such a great read. Um, if you're into like, what do you call it? Oh, Strangers to Lovers. Great book for that. Brother's Best Friend. If you're into that too. Great book for that. No spice, zero spice. That reminds me, Light Lark has spice. Do not read the Light Lark series if you don't like spice. Oh, I was traumatized. I'm kidding. It's okay. And then also same with Check and Mate. It's nothing like, you know, I would recommend that for 12-year-olds though. The Light Lark series. Oh, don't read that until you're 16. Don't do what I did. Um, yeah, but it does have spice in it, just a little bit though. And then Check and Mate doesn't have too much spice, but it has a scene where there is something, but it doesn't describe it too much. Um, yeah, so please don't read that if you don't want spice. So, does any other books have that? Let me check. No. Oh, Love in Other Words does. It has a scene with that, but it doesn't describe it too much. But it does have some spice in it. So once again, if you're not into that, it's also an adult book. I read it at 12. It's okay though. It's okay. It's okay. I already took health class by then. It's okay. But it doesn't describe too much, so you'll probably be fine if you don't like too much spice. But yeah, it's like not really spicy, but probably like 1.5 thing out of like 5 for spice rating. Yeah. Next book I read was Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I know this. I keep forgetting who it's by. I swear. Look, I know who it's by, but I keep forgetting. You know what I mean? If I like don't think about it too hard. But this is not the copy I read. This is a. Why am I doing ASMR? Anyways, this is not the copy I got. I had a library copy. I bought this one after I had finished the book, and I was looking for um nothing like the movies. So yeah, this is the first book in a series in the series. It's not really a series. You don't have to read the second one, but I highly recommend it. But yeah, this is where's the it's this copy is so pretty. I got it at Walmart, I believe. Let me just take a look see at some of this stuff. We're doing some like ASMR right now. Where where oh frick. It's sprayed edges. Oh right here. It has a note from Lynn. Who wouldn't wanna here, let me read it. It's cursive. I can read cursive, but like not that easily. We're not gonna read it actually. Um, I haven't even read this yet actually. So I love Lynn Painter. She's such a good like author. Oh, the edges are spread. It's so pretty. This is my prettiest book I own. Yeah. So, oh my, I forgot. I'm supposed to be rating them. Okay. I rated this one 5 stars. I rated this one 5 stars. It was such a good book. Um, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Do not like yeah, you can read it around I'd say you can read it when you're 11 to like 11 plus. There's no like age restrictions to when you can't or I mean, you're never too old to read a like YA book. Do you know how many adults read YA books? A lot. But yeah, it's a really great book. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So, yeah. Oh, it's like enemies to lovers or like rivals. No, not rivals. It's like enemies to lovers. Um, just saying, I was shipping them from the start, and I literally and I what do you call it? Predicted the plot. Next book I read. This is the last book I've read so far this year. Is Nothing Like the Movies. Great book. Great book. I rated it 4.8 to 5 stars. I don't really remember, but great read. Great read. It I stayed up until 4 a.m. finishing it, which is because I could not put it down. That's how great of a book it was. Um, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Who the heck? Oh, that's for okay. I saw the names Charlie and Bailey. I'm like, who are those people? I'm like, wait a minute, that's for the next book, like after this one. It's not. This is a standalone series. You can read them as standalones, but you also can also read them as a series. But read better than movies first. Not nothing wrong with movies. I've seen some people make that mistake, or from like TikTok. So please don't, please don't do that. I recommend this a lot, like highly recommend this. But once again, it's oh, this is second chance. This is when you give like I can't find the right words. This is when this book is about like second chances. So they're kind of like enemies to lovers again, but different. Well, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, comment and a heart in the comments, please. Um, and I just want to know who my audience is. This is I know this is probably not going to do that well, and I'm not trying to be sound pick me right now. I'm just saying, since I'm not a big YouTuber person, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'm gonna try to post more, because this is my first video. Like, goodness, Elena, please post more. Um, yeah, but thank you so much for watching. I love you so much.